Welcome to my world where I dream big and create without permission to live a life that is fully mine. I'm Michaela Bristow, a multifaceted visionary in dance, choreography, fashion, and content creation. And today I'm sharing 5 things that multi-passionate creatives must unlearn if you want to move forward without shrinking yourself down. Whether you're a dancer, creator, director, entrepreneur, or wanting to be one or more of those things or something different, this video is for you. From an external perspective, we're often told that we should only lean into one thing, especially from a content creation perspective of building your audience. You're told what is your niche and to niche down, whether it be just fashion, whether it be just dance. If you're someone who's multi-passionate like me, you're told you're doing too much. Like, people don't know who you are. One thing I know is, 1, you are the brand. And 2, sometimes with the external projection of people trying to hold you back, there are certain beliefs that are holding you back. The first thing, like I kind of touched on already, is that we need to unlearn that we need to pick one thing to be taken seriously in life. I think this belief comes from a system of the world that, 1, wants to categorize people. Also, they value specialization and not integration. But being someone who's multi-passionate, we don't want to dilute our talents. We want to connect with our talents. And sometimes our talents are lied into multiple things. Sometimes those multiple things merge and sometimes they don't. Sometimes we really have to work to make them merge. For me, dance sometimes informs fashion and vice versa. Fashion often informs the content that I put out and vice versa. Your connection to all the things that you do tells your story, and the connection to each other tells your story of who you are. Design a structure that lets everything coexist, merge if they wanted to. The second thing is a myth that if you're good at too many things, you're not great at anything. And I think that's only true if you're not connecting all your skills without intention. I think that all these passions orbit around your core self, whether you're a storyteller or an educator. I think that that's not confusion and it's not too much. I think that it's so deep in its depth that all your things can orbit around this one thing. You know what I mean? We build range and it's not random. Another thing that we have to unlearn, is that we're not falling behind. For someone who has multiple passions, rest is not optional. It's so not optional. It's so important for your maintenance. And my mind, I know me, I feel like when I rest, I feel so freaking guilty. And I feel like if I rest for even a day, it's gonna put me a step behind. And I don't like to say a step behind other people because I don't like to compare my journeys. But if you take rest, like, it's not going to change your timeline. One day of rest is not going to put you behind 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, when your mind is always generating ideas and always just, your body's always creating, like, that burns you out fast. And rest protects your longevity. I said this in another video. I don't remember if it was TikTok or if it was my page on here. Burnout is not connected to being creative. It's connected to survival, and survival meaning you need to find time to rest. You need to find time to do other things to fulfill yourself. Sometimes you need to get out of where you're at. Like, I was told by an amazing choreographer that when you have choreography block, like, go look at something different, a different form of art. Burnout doesn't make you more committed, and it doesn't show that you've been working hard. It shows that you've been working way too hard. It's not sustainable at all. The 4th thing that we need to unlearn is to explain ourselves to everyone. This is not even just a creatives thing. It's also just a human thing. People don't need to understand your path for your path to be valid. They don't need to understand why you're doing what you're doing and even what you're doing for it to be valid. It sucks, but some people only see clarity when it's in this box that they have taped up and labeled with a Sharpie. And if you're someone like me who's passionate for many things and can do many things, you don't fit into that box. Of course, like, I think that being someone who has multiple creative outlets is such a strength, and knowing how they collide is even more of a strength, because that gives you not even a leg up, but something different from other people. And the last thing that we need to unlearn is that success is not going to look linear, especially for us. Especially when you have, like me, 4 different lines on one graph. Our paths are gonna loop, they're gonna pivot, they're gonna pause, they're gonna reconnect, they're gonna merge into each other and then go back out. And a lot of the times it feels like we have to start over and recenter ourselves, but it really is just like we're repositioning who we are and what that creative outlet looks like. And that's a beautiful thing because you never get bored of it, in my opinion. And nothing you've built is wasted. Being a multi-hyphenate is not just a phase. Oh, that was really emo. It's a way of seeing and creating that's so original to who you are. And I'm so excited to be leaning into it more in 2026 because I don't want to become smaller to be successful. I don't want you to become smaller to be successful, but we need to create some systems. We need to create some boundaries. We need to create some self-trust, okay? And this is what my page is all about. So if this video resonated with you, please subscribe, comment, I'm allowed to be many things, and then tell me what those things are, whether you're a dancer, whether you're a choreographer, whether you're a fashionista like me, whether you're a content creator. I want to know all those things. I want you to be able to dream it, create it, live it, because the world needs your light, so don't dim it, and keep building your vision. Join me as I'm building mine, and I will see you in another video, my visionaries.